The following is an excerpt from the novel Promo Cowboy by Barry Fitzsimmons, read by the author. Chapter 11. Joe and me been cutting 30-second promos at the rate of about one per day, sending approval tapes by messenger over to Belinda's office, just like she wants it. Finished that first spot for all the classic movies on TV station. Then yesterday sent one for all the news headlines they'll be reporting. And today we're making good time on a promo for all the talk shows. Coming up, we got spots for all the sports coverage and the throwback comedies they'll be running on weeknights, plus all the religious programming and paid infomercials that are in the hopper. Ain't never heard of no network promoting such fare, only it pays the rate just the same. By now it's about 9 o'clock. Done it again we have. Gone overtime, 3 days straight. Only them extra hours in the edit room, tweaking this, finessing that, make a real difference on the finished product. And old Joe says he don't mind missing time with his family. In fact, I believe he's staying later still. Must be for them wedding clients he's got. Of course, I ain't yet told Belinda, so there'll be some explaining to do. Only shoot, I want my spots to stand up to what that darn Willie Schubermiller comes up with. About to head out I am, only right then the telephone makes a bleat bleat sound, and me and Joe share a look like we've been caught in the act. You better get that, I say. Don't want nobody knowing how I stayed this late. Bleat bleat, it goes again. They'll see it on the damn bill, Joe says, a bit snide like. I know it, only it won't matter then, not so much as now. Can't imagine that'd be a call for me anyhow. Bleat bleat. Joe looks like he's thinking it over. He makes a head shake. Nope. Could be Janice. We're not talking. Why ain't you two talking? Joe's already turned to the project he'll be working on after I'm gone. Kid issues. Bleat bleat. Your daughter? How old's she anyhow? Too damn young to get her eyebrow pierced. Tell my wife that. Bleat bleat. I make a nod. Deed. Just let it ring then. I hoist my satchel and keep my eye on that phone. Bleat bleat. And start reflecting over who might be on the other end. Figure it's a personal call on account of the time. I think on Mrs. Joey Stolichnaya, old Janice out in Jersey. Bleat bleat, whose husband ain't talking to her and who's maybe right now in a panic over something. What if there's an emergency, Joe? Call 911, he says, like he don't want to be bothered. I mean them people on the phone. Bleat bleat. What if it's your daughter they're calling over? Your little girl. Maybe it's somebody calling to say how she fell off her bike and cracked her head. Bleat bleat. Or she got mixed up with the wrong crowd and she's OD'd. Joe looks up and breathes heavy through his nose. Thanks for planting that image in my head, cowboy. Just saying. Then you pick up the damn phone. I told you why I can't, only, of course, I right then realize how that ringing stopped. Joe and me don't make no sounds nor moves for what feels like a minute, both of us likely thinking how we just shirked our duty. Shameful of us, I guess. I rehoist my satchel, feels half again as heavy, and tell Joe how he ought to get some rest. Then I head for the door, only that bleat bleat sound starts again, and I real quick say a prayer for his daughter before picking up that phone. Edit room, I bark. You calling from the hospital? This the emergency room? No, says a soft voice on the other end. Think it's a fella. Ain't sure. Is this the edit room? What'd I just say? I shake my head and make a wince. Sure am relieved how Joe's daughter ain't in the hospital after all, or if she is, not having to take the call over it. Only I oughtn't be so sharp. I'm calling for Belinda Justice at TV station? Have I reached? That voice speaks my given name, and I set him straight right quick. Look, son, don't never use that name again. Better call me Promo Cowboy or nothing but. Here? Yes, sir, Mr. Cowboy, sir. Ain't no Mr. necessary. No, sir, neither. Sorry, sir. I work for Belinda, sir. It's my first day. He makes a sniff. We say sir and ma'am where I was brought up. Good on you, then. I figure how I ought to throw a branch. Where at? I mean, where you from? That gentle-voiced young fella maybe's taken aback. He don't say nothing for a beat. Then, Ohio. Shoot, got some Ohio dust on me, too, along with about 100 other places I lived. That kid makes a huff, like there ain't no comfort. I'm from Cincinnati. Aight, buck up, son. Cincy ain't no worse than Detroit. Trust me, there's demons in Cincinnati. Read ya, I do. Left me some demons in Detroit, too. Plus all them other towns. Turns out you meet new demons every place you go. Only, look at you now, all set up in New York City, with a paying job. I'm just an intern, actually. But you're eating, right? Got a roof over your head, hot and cold, all the rest? That kid brightens up some. Yes, thank God for Belinda. She took me in like a stray dog, got me out of the Y and into a nice room in Brooklyn with her aunt and uncle. I don't even have to pay rent, and they make me eat. Belinda's an angel. Thanks to her, I'll never have to go back to Ohio. Everyone there's so ignorant. Now, son, I stall a beat on account of it's clear he's hurting down deep. What's your name, anyhow? Johnny, he says, like a young tad who maybe got caught with his hand in the jar. How old are you, Johnny? 21, he says with a sniffle. And I'm about to ask after his folks. Only then he adds, next month. Well then, modest John. By the way, that's what I'm calling you from now on. You're on this earth a score of summers, and you got them people back home in your rear view. If they hurt you in some way, well, you're free of them now. Reckon lots of artists and creatives been through the same, and that's how us all ended up here in New York, to be the people we was born to be, without the distraction of family and friends and teachers and coaches and neighborhood bullies and all the rest that figure they got us pegged. You're one of us now, Modest John. Remember that in your dark hours. And don't never hesitate to call on the Cowboy when you're in need. Only just bear in mind how folks everywhere live more or less by the same truths, plus or minus a few sort of regional ones. This world takes all types. Can't all of us ride the same bus. Them Soviets tried it, and it didn't pay off. Here? That boy makes another sniffle. All right. Now, Modest John, state your business. Oh, right. Belinda wants to meet with you, soon as possible. First thing tomorrow, I say, stroking my foo. Sooner than that. Like now.